We recently had the opportunity to step aboard Airbus Corporate Jet's highly anticipated ACJ TwoTwenty. This next-generation, highly fuel-efficient, single-aisle twin-jet airliner has a 78-foot-long cabin with ample room for 19 people in 6 living zones. It is equipped with a king-size bed, ensuite bathroom with shower, a gourmet galley, and multiple lounges designed for privacy. While the cruising speed is slightly slower compared to other long-range business jets at Mach 0.82, the palatial VIP interior and 25% less fuel burn are a considerable upside. So if you are willing to trade a little bit of travel time for a lot more space over even the largest purpose-built business jets, the ACJ TwoTwenty is worth a look. Let's take a tour.
Why have we developed the ACJ TwoTwenty? Up until the arrival of the 220, there was 2 different markets, the ACJ 319 and 320 market, and then the rest of the market, the Gulfstream, the traditional competitors, the Gulfstream, the Dassault, the Bombardier, and so on and so forth. And there was a big gap between these two markets. The ACJ TwoTwenty came to close this gap and to enable us to compete and to address head-to-head the market of these traditional business jets. So from a pricing perspective, we can compete head-to-head with them. However, we have much lower operating costs based on the airliner DNA with much bigger space, as you can see here. Much bigger space. We're talking about 2 to 3 times the cabin space, while having similar wingspan. If you have a hangar where you've got an aircraft, a large cabin aircraft, the hangar will be able to fit such an aircraft. So that's why we developed this market, and that's why we developed the ACJ TwoTwenty, and that's why we believe it's creating a complete new opportunities for most of these buyers. So the aircraft basically is split into 6 zones. There is a first zone at the entrance of the aircraft. So first thing is we have a VIP lav right here. So this is the front VIP lav. We have a space for the crew to rest. And this is really important to have a proper crew rest. And this is also on many of the aircraft. They don't have it, which means that if you don't have a crew rest, it means that the crew will have to go into the living area to rest, which you don't have to do on such an aircraft. Then we have 2 different galleys. One is to prepare the food, and one here is to do the dressing of the plates, which is also unique. You have a lot of stowage all over the place, and then enabling you to cook over there, bring the food here, prepare the plates, and go and serve the VIP in the living areas. A storage area here. Then one last thing, which is important as well, a toilet for the crew, which is just behind the cockpit, and a galley to prepare the food, which is right exactly here. And then we enter here the VIP segment, all right? So we've got 5 zones in this area. This is the first one, where you have the choice between either these Club 2 or a 55-inch TV, large TV. And on the other side, you have the choice between a divan or a Club 4. Across the window, across the cabin, you see the electrochromatic window shades. So every single window shade, you can very easily dim it completely black, and it's 100% black. If we continue a little bit and move to another zone, we reach here what we call the dining area, where you have the possibility for 8 people to dine properly or to have a meeting on board. How can we do that for 8? It's very simple. There is a table here that slides up. This table slides right here, and then exactly the same as this table can be pulled out on the other side. And then we bring in 2 chairs here, and we have a proper dining for 8 with 20-inch width seat, proper seat. And this is unique because, again, of the cross-section that we have. Now, moving on to the back, we reach the lounge area, where it can be cinema lounge, it can be an office for the principal to work, where he can close and isolate himself from the rest of the cabin. Here he has a choice between this 55-inch TV or a Club 2. And on the other hand, he's got a choice between this L-shaped sofa or a U-shaped sofa. And here he can work seamless, as if he was at home or working in his office, because there is high-speed internet, so you'll be able to watch TV, do online meetings, virtual meetings with your colleagues or whatever, as if you were in the office. So this is, again, it's extremely important for the people to continue working on board to optimize their time. Now, if we look at small details in the cabin, there is a lot of small details that makes a big difference. First of all, you've got some inductive charges right here to charge your cell phone. Then you've got connectivity solutions everywhere. USB, everything, you name it. You can download an app on your phone to control almost everything within the cabin. From the lighting, where you have a choice between hundreds of different lights, to controlling of electrochromatic window shades, to the music on board. You have an excellent sound system, which is absolutely unique. So a lot of things that you can do just from your cell phone. Also, you have a lot of space to store things on board the aircraft. And this is also something that many of the other aircraft don't have. Once again, because of the space you have on board. We have this unique advantage of having space. So now we're gonna move again to a more exclusive zone, which is the bedroom, the master bedroom. So here we have a California king-size bed, a proper 2 meters by 2 meters bed. You have a choice between such a bed, or you can also have a divan that can be converted into a queen-size bed, all right? So again, 55-inch TV with a lot of space to store different things. Talking about sleeping positions, this aircraft can accommodate up to 11 proper sleeping positions. When I say proper, it's proper beds. They're not all king-size beds, of course, but you have 11 sleeping positions in a proper beds. So if we continue to the back, again, a lot of storage space. And finally, we reached the master bathroom with a stand-up shower right at the back. So a VIP lav at the back, a VIP lav at the front, enabling people seamless to access one lav or the other. One last important thing that we haven't mentioned is the customization possibilities of this cabin. So we spoke about the modules, the different options here and there depending on the living area. However, you can still choose between tons of different materials, tons of different fabrics. You can choose a lot of colors. You can customize the aircraft completely to your taste, or to the government's taste, or to the company's taste. So if we go back a little bit to the sleeping arrangements, you have two options. Actually, these Club 2, for instance, they will become a bed. So each seat can be laid back completely, which will become a lie flat seat. But also, if we join these two seats, it becomes one bed. Each Club 2 will become a bed as well. So you've got a bed here and another bed there. Another also interesting feature here is the possibility to, if I want, I can have, by moving these two seats as well, I can have sort of a meeting room. So there is a lot of different ways to create an environment where you can either relax or you can work. So again, it is a business tool allowing you to optimize time, but it's also because of the space you have, because of the freedom you have to go and stretch your legs, because of the fact that you can sleep in proper beds, you can eat on a proper dining table. It allows people to go from A to B, be it governments, corporates, or individuals, optimize their time, reaching destination in a very relaxed manner. On top of all these features, we have also some additional features like humidification systems, allowing you to have the proper humidity within the cabin, which is extremely key for the comfort. We have a low cabin altitude as well. We have a noise level which is absolutely unique to this aircraft, where we can go down to 48 dBs, for example, in the bedroom. So all these small aspects make the comfort level of this aircraft unique compared to others.